breaking news. Manscaped now sells beard products. That's right. From a beard trim to a fresh shave, the technology behind the Beard Hedger Pro Kit allows you to shape your signature beard look. Now you can finally use Manscaped's products to make your drapes match your carpet by going to manscaped.com and using our code BALLCHECK for 20% off and free shipping. Also, that's a lie, because if I was matching Adam, I would have no beard.
That's hilarious. It's time to tame your mane. No one likes a weird beard, so say goodbye to all your stubble trouble with Manscaped's Pro Beard Kit. It all starts with the Beard Hedger. This thing is a juggernaut of fixing faces. First off, this cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. Face grooming doesn't need to be hard. Get 20 different beard lengths in just one guard. I need this so bad.
The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 free gifts: a beard brush, comb, and scissors to ensure your beard is ready to impress. So get 20% off and free shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BALLCHECK, BALLCHECK. Manscaped Beard Hedger, 1 stroke, 1 guard, 20 lengths. What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 251 of LuredUp, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. LuredUp is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today's Tuesday, January 24th, 2023. I'm your host, Ken Pescatore, joined by my co-host and good friend, Adam Tuttle. Adam, hi, Adam.
Hey, Ken, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing frozen. I'm frozen. It's really cold up here.
So I'm a bad friend because I didn't even know. So what is going on?
It's been like a blizzard. Yesterday was insane. It snowed so much. It was so heavy. Ashton didn't have school. Like, everything was canceled. Like, just stuff. Power lines were down. I'll backtrack a little bit. I thought I had a dentist appointment at Chanel's office in Portsmouth, which is like half hour, 45 minutes away. So I venture out, couldn't get out the door. Snow is blocking my door. It is that high. I shovel as much snow as I possibly can, get Ashton in the car, and then we venture out. I had texted Chanel before we left, and I was like, I don't think we're going to make it in time, but I'm still going to try. So I get going. There's a power line down. So we had to turn around and then go like an even longer way. And there's just a bunch of trees that have fallen.
Is it snowing is it snowing while you're driving?
It was snowing while we were driving.
Why wouldn't you just cancel the appointment?
I don't know. So then I was like, you know what? We're not going to make it. Let's make the best of it. Let's just stop.
Well, I think it's worth noting that you do not have like a 4-wheel drive vehicle. You have pretty much an egg on wheels.
But anyways, we had decided that we wanted to go free skate, so we went to the Dover Arena. And the power
wait!
The power
you
was
can't
out
get
there.
off that easy. You're missing a crucial part of the story, Adam.
We drove very safely.
No, you were you going to be late for your dentist appointment, or was there something else that prevented?
So we definitely were.
I think you were going to be early.
Yeah. So no. We were going to be late. So I just said, you know what? Screw it. Chanel texted me in like the middle of all this, and she was like, "It's not till next Monday." And I was like, "No."
That's the best. How could you withhold that? That's the best part of the story. You didn't even have a dentist appointment.
So we get to the Dover Arena. They're like, sorry, we're closed. There's no power. I'm like, okay. So
like,
we still
Adam's just like out playing in like death-defying conditions. Just like, let's go ice skating.
and then we're looking, and we're looking at other places that are free skate that are like around the time that we are at. And there's one that's at 2 p.m. It's like an outdoors rink. It's the Labrie family ice rink or ice thing. Pretty cool. It's in Strawberry Bank in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We get there. We had been waiting for them to respond on Facebook to say, "Hey, we're actually open," because they said keep lookout on Facebook to decide if there's going to be further delays.
I think I know where this is going.
We get there, and they're like, "No, it's on." And let me tell you, this place is this is a gorgeous little place. It is like not a hole in the wall, but it's
a hidden gem,
hidden treasure.
There you go.
It's like you walk in, and it's just like almost like a hotel. You just kind of like walk through the gateway or whatever, and it's like there's this really nice restaurant to the right, but it's like old fashioned. It looks really cool. It's definitely like date night material.
Oh wow! Will you take me on a date there?
I will if you come up. And I'll even take you skating. No,
I will
not hold your hand. I will get you one of the blue half square things. You can hold onto that.
It's like a walker.
Yes, exactly. But we get in, we rent skates, and I thought they were going to be like junk skates. These are like fresh new blades. Like these are really nice.
Nice.
It was really cool to But we get on the ice. It's little shaky because I don't know, it's really rustic. It looks like it was just like kind of like built and put together as fast as possible.
It's actually just the runoff from the house's sewage that freezes.
No, but it was really good. Like once you started skating, it was really cool because it wasn't a traditional rink. It actually had
outdoors
like curves.
Is always cool.
I know it had curves. It had like this.
Well, like embankments. Like
yeah, it had this nice little
cool.
turnaround area where basically if you got tired, there's a fireplace in the middle. The fireplace wasn't on, but it's like if there was.
Well, Adam, what's the point of a fireplace in the middle of a thing if the fireplace isn't on in the middle of the thing?
The weather was terrible. It would have been blown out instantly because the snow was coming down so hard. So Ashton and I were having a blast. There was a ton of people that showed up, but basically you were skating and there was like sleet hitting you in the eyes. So it was very hard.
That sounds terrible.
To skate. Yeah. But we had fun. We had fun for a good solid hour, and then we were like, all right, let's get out of here.
Well, I'm glad.
And then there's more snow tonight.
Something.
There's more, not tonight. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. So I'm gonna go to work, and then by the time I leave, there's gonna be insane amount of snow again.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And then honestly, it said it could go either way. It could be snow or it could be rain. And if it's rain, we're gonna flood. So there's gonna be so much flooding. There's so much snow on the ground right now.
Yeah, that's so bad. We haven't had any snow here, but it's been raining for like a week.
Yeah, long story short, crappy. I saw Articuno briefly while driving in that snowstorm, and I was like, "Are you serious?" Articuno is just delivering us the snow. It's been insane. Not even the Galarian form on a daily incense, just the normal Kanto bird.
All right, let's talk Pokemon, Adam. There is some stuff to cover on today's show. We'll, of course, recap the last week of our gameplay, including the Lunar New Year event and Larvitar Community Day Classic. I had a good time. I bet you did. I can't wait to talk about it.
I bet you did, Ken.
I did. Details of Primal Reversion have been announced, and it looks like it's going to be kind of an enhancement to the Mega System. So we'll talk about how that works. Primal Reversion. Crackling Voltage will be the next event on the calendar. Twinkling Fantasy and then Crackling Voltage. Cackling Voltage. Fantastic event names. I love it. It's one of these comprehensive events that, I get like a weird, wing boner on. New details have also been released on GO Tour Hoenn in Vegas. And Adam, you had a really good idea of something to talk about in regards to FOMO and
yeah, I did.
Going to Vegas or not going to Vegas. And
was that a Pokemon Go pun?
No, it wasn't. But we'll talk about it. Pokemon Go Hub put together a nice summary of all the different things that were added to the blog, which if you didn't really know what you were looking for, it's very easy to realize, is this old news? Is this new news? I don't really like the way...
To be honest, I got it, and I thought it was old news.
So yeah,
but to be honest, I also saw
update the blog
already. So it was technically old news for me.
It was old news for you. No, they. I think there needs to be a updated with this and put all the updated information in one spot because they're we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
But let's start with the last week of gameplay. We had Lunar New Year event. I remember you were saying last week that you weren't too excited on this event, and you were trying to get like Fennekin. Like that was your chase, was the fucking Fennekin.
Let me tell you what I didn't get.
A good Fennekin.
I didn't get a good Fennekin, but you know what I did get? An extra large Fennekin. And you know what? I transferred it.
Why? You don't like the new mechanic?
I hate it. It. Okay. Hate.
Tell me.
Okay, so hate is a strong word. I dislike it very much so. I already can't handle. Ooh, there's a new record. Ooh, there's a new record.
Okay.
Ooh, there's a new record. Ooh, there's a new stat. Oh, this is the highest. Oh, this is the lowest. This is this and this is that.
You
I
don't
just
like
can't
having to
handle
skip
it.
through
I am
menus?
trying to IV check. I am trying to go through and see what I caught and what the IVs are. If I can't do that, it literally drives me up a wall. I am a cat clawing up curtains. That is literally my brain when I see that. And then on top of that, it's like, holy cow, it's huge. And I'm like, okay, you know what else is huge? Anyways,
Yeah.
Litten comes at you and it's like, bro, it's huge. I'm like, are you serious? I don't care that this Litten is huge. Get it
What
out
about
of
the
here.
But the animation is cool.
I don't
sounds
care.
cool.
I don't care. Unless it's a huge hundo, I don't care.
Wow. So I've seen
Like Amora
in raid battles. Listen,
on the map that just spawned. That's more exciting than any XL.
dude,
It could
when
be a
you see an-
Delibird XXL, and I
have
would
you
care.
seen like an extra small Machamp in a raid or something? It's the greatest.
No, I have not.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
I need an extra large Wailord. That seems to be something that I would go after.
But you see what I'm saying? This is possible now. And then it's like what
But
I
it
noticed.
didn't need to ever be possible.
While we're
what
on,
do you get? A giant XXL Wailord, and you put it as your buddy, and it just takes over the whole screen.
It's another stat. It's another number. Look, believe me, there was people during Larvitar Community Day, which we'll talk about, that you would get a shiny, right? But then if you got a shiny that was also an extra small or extra large Pokemon, it added like another level of measurement to like how badass that catch is. Like, oh yeah, I got the shiny. Yeah, but I got an extra large shiny. It's just like another weird flex, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just another
Weird
thing.
flex, but okay.
I'm telling you. So I noticed that.
Like, did you order a cheese pizza that was extra large as well?
Yes, I did. 18 inches. But look, it's when you see them in a gym or see them in a raid, it is the funniest shit. I'm telling you, it is so funny.
Well, I have yet to experience that.
You have to. I'll find the photo I saw of the Machamp and I'll show you. It looks so freaking funny. But all right, no Fennekin for you, but Darumaka's in the wild. People were a little bummed about the spawn rate of regular Darumaka. What did you think of that? And did you see Flareons? Because it was supposed to be like Flareon and Darumaka at the same. Now here's something
I saw
I
lots of
noticed.
Flareon.
But wait, these aren't if you're lucky Pokemon. Typically at the blog when they do the encounters, you get the language if you're lucky. That's become like a thing, right? Like everybody knows the if you're lucky. This blog, they don't say if you're lucky.
So it was supposed to be part of the typical raid pool or spawn pool.
No, they still separate Flareon and Darumaka, but instead of saying if you're lucky, it says some trainers might even encounter the following.
Well, I was part of
Flareon
the
and
some
Darumaka.
trainers because I got regular Darumaka and Flareon.
But like one? Or were you seeing these at like a good clip?
I'd say probably like 2 a day. 2
Okay.
to 3, depending on how often I was playing, and this event really wasn't like, oh, I'm going to go grind, you know?
So everybody that I saw on Twitter was not saying like, oh, they're everywhere. It was definitely people going, why is
Slim pickings.
Darumaka? Well, we saw this once before with Dino, and then Dino was in the key art of an event, and then Dino wasn't spawning. You remember that whole hoopla?
The hoopla?
Darumaka, yeah. Darumaka is on the key art, on the banner for the Lunar New Year event. So you think that the marquee Pokemon that they're showing in the banner would be accessible. We've had Darumaka in multiple events before. Shiny's been out for a while. Like, there's nothing terribly rare or special about it. You know, it's just you don't see the spawns a lot. But when you make it the marquee Pokemon, I think a lot of people had weird feelings about that conflict because
I could
didn't
see
make
that.
sense. Really, what this event for me was about was the Lucky Friends thing. So
I
there was
totally
time,
spaced on that. I totally spaced on that. It wasn't
there
until
was timed research too.
It wasn't until the day before it ended that I sat down and did like 25 trades. I did get 3 Noibats from my coworker, and I got 3 lucky Noibats and not a single hundo.
Well, a nice little side effect of the event that I noticed was more randoms were joining my remote raids. So if I was in a raid and I would just, what I typically do is sort by online, and I just send out to the randoms, to see if they'll level up friendship with me.
Those are your friends, Ken. Don't call them randos.
Yeah, man. They're Marlin randos. I would end up becoming lucky friends with some people that I was sending remote raids to because they happened to be online, and it seemed like people were doing more raids. And maybe this was a side effect of maybe I can become lucky friends with 2 people in one lobby or something like that.
I think you're looking,
cool.
You're reaching right there.
I'm reaching? Am I reaching?
You're reaching. I don't think anybody was thinking that.
I don't know. Maybe people just really cared about raid bosses, I guess. I don't know. Like Regice? Or is Regice really
I can
popular?
confirm I have not done a single Regice.
Oh, I actually...
I know.
Did...
Cold, right? Cold.
Yeah, that's cold. Ice cold. I did Regice Raid Hour last Wednesday in Keyport with Scipio. We did a couple. There wasn't a lot of people or anything like that, but... I don't know. I really think that the next week of raids that we have is going to be way cooler and more exciting than Regice. Mega Lopunny also, very low volume of people doing these raids. So often.
I didn't touch a single Lopunny.
Yeah, with Solomon's, it was great. People were doing them. It's definitely not like that with Lopunny at all. There was a bunch of research. There was avatar items, but overall... I guess you didn't get your Fennekin, so did this event not really tickle your jellies at all? Or?
Well, actually, I was just getting there. So during this event, because it's been cold and wintry, I got a snow runt. Remember after we talked, I had said I got the Tauros?
Yes.
I got a snow runt the next day.
Shiny
Poliwag the next day.
Okay.
Shiny Galarian Darumaka.
Oh, that's such a good shiny.
And then after Community Day, which I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shiny Larvitars, which we'll get there. But after Community Day, I immediately got a shiny Ponyta.
Jeez.
And let me see if this was the next day after that. No, still the same day. So the same day, I got a 666 CP shiny Baniri.
Wow.
Still, I'm seeing tons of Delibird. Can I get a shiny one? No.
Wow. I caught a 666 shiny Larvitar, so that was cool on Community Day.
Same.
But I have been seeing Delibirds, popping around.
It's
so
fantastic.
That's nice. Yeah, that's good. But all right, yeah, Lunar New Year for me. I consistently played through the event. I did not go after Riolu and the eggs. I saw a lot of people getting the Chingling and stuff like that. But I really did not attack any of that stuff. As far as the raids go, I was doing Drudagon, did a Blaziken or 2. Research-wise, I never really target anything. I just do it as I get it. There's so many stops in Red Bank, I just cycle through until I stop getting research. When I'm spinning all the stops and I'm not getting research, I'm like, all right, I guess I've cleared the town, that kind of thing. But all in all, I think it was a good event, especially how it kind of led into Larvitar Community Day Classic, which I guess we can talk about now. I know you were working. You said you got 9 shiny?
Yeah.
And that was 100% go plussing?
No, so what I do is I'm like, yes, I will go on break at exactly 2. And anxiety kicks in, as it does. So the Go Plus is for like the first couple of catches. I know that I did not catch a shiny off the Go Plus immediately. I went on break, drove around the little, did my loop, if you will, and I got several shinies, and then got back, and then the rest was Go Plus.
Okay. All right.
And so I think probably like 4 were Go Plus.
But you only take like a 30-minute break at work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's hella short, dude.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What?
But I have to get
Isn't
those.
there laws? Aren't there laws? In New Hampshire, is it fucking pandemonium? They have to get... No, there's laws. You should have an hour.
I use the restroom when I need to, okay? Which is...
So?
So I will make use of that, you know?
They need to give you an hour so you can play an hour of Community Day. You should say once a month on Community Day, I'm taking a fucking hour break.
Don't even. There's
bitches.
No, because there's also Community Day Classic, Community
Day
2 times
normal.
A month. Yeah,
I'm taking
3 times a month, and then I'm also
every day
I'm gonna need Vegas, and then I'm gonna need this next month, and then this next month, and I'm like, yeah, all of a sudden I have no life. Yes.
That's the barometer. The devotion of the Pokemon Go calendar is be like, sorry, Doc, I'm gonna have to cancel this cardiologist appointment. It's spotlight hour. I really need to catch Dynamo. Like, no, I'm good. I'm going to the cardiologist. Anyway, that's that. Did you get anything good, Hundo, Nundo?
I got an
like
XXL and an extra small, and you know what I did with them?
You transfer them out of spite. You see, next time you get them, don't even check their IVs. You got to transfer them immediately without checking.
Like, why do I have to be asked, do you want to get rid of this? It's an extra large. I'm like, holy crap, okay. Did I just get rid of a Hundo? Did I just get rid of a shiny? I have no idea what I just got rid of. Not okay.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah. You were going to mention it.
No, well, I did like a 1,000 Pokemon transfer today. And when I did that, it was just like, this includes one extra large Pokemon. Are you sure? I'm like, wow, it's really like prompting me for this. Yeah.
You're like, I hit mass transfer for a reason. Yeah. If it's not favorited, it's trash.
Yes. Well, no.
It's straight Garbodor.
So I do like the animation. I think it's kind of cool. It's just another semi-dose of serotonin. Like, ooh, something different, shiny-ish.
No, it catches you off guard, and you're like, are you serious? Like, I didn't need to know that. If it's not good, I don't care about it. But I guess somebody cares about it.
Have you seen a little Pokemon that's extra small, and it's got this tiny little cat? It's so cute.
I had a Combi like that.
That's excellent.
I sent it back to the hive. It was a male. It was a male.
The killer of joy. The killer of joy.
Listen, if there's something that comes to this game that really like melts my heart, you will know. But hats on Pikachu, no, not doing it for me. Extra large Pokemon, not doing it for me.
Not doing it.
All right. Give me Iron Bundle. That's what I want.
Oh, I know you want that. All right, let me talk about my Community Day Classic Larvitar. I went into New York City, so I knew I was going to have a stellar time. I actually went in early. I drove in, and at 10 a.m. I took my son to the Museum of Natural History, which is like the greatest fucking museum ever. We'd go like at least like 3 times a year. It's just an amazing spot. So we were like, let's go to the museum from 10 to 1:30. We'll jump on a subway, head over to Bryant Park. We're going to meet up with OmniSec, the New York crew, and we'll do our Community Day, in Bryant Park with Omni. So it worked out perfect. We did the museum. We grabbed a pretzel from the cart, jumped on the subway. There was a dude singing, playing guitar on the subway. It was very, very good, authentic New York experience. We get to Bryant Park. There's already a bunch of people there. There was also the New York Discord server, which is kind of their own little subgroup of really hardcore trainers. They had a meetup, which was really cool. So I stopped in to see them for a moment. And then I went over to Bryant Park. There was already a really good group developing there. And now I've played with these people, I don't know, for like a year, more than a year, because I did all the Seaport ones with them. And now I've done these post-official Niantic ones with this group a bunch of times, and they're just fucking hilarious. They're so fun to play with. But we talked about last week, right? The different types of things that make a Community Day exciting. We have the value of the Pokemon, like the Hundo, the coolness of the shiny. Is it a new shiny? Can you use it in PvP? Like all these different things, the bonus. So clearly, the concern of the community at Community Day Classic was the hundo. That's all people were concerned with. They were like, using illicit methods, Adam.
Illicit methods?
Illicit methods. And running all over fucking New York City, dude. They were insane.
And by
tracking,
you were part of the they.
Not always, because I'm fat and old, and I was not going to run through Manhattan in the cold.
Are you sure?
Yes. Also, my son was complaining because he wanted to just sit down, and it was just like, no, we're playing, bro. He was like, I'm so tired because he went to the museum. He was just like, I'm exhausted. But anyway, there was a big high level of concern over the hundo, more so than a normal Community Day. So I just figured that was worth noting because, like you said last week, Adam, people really had Mega Tyranitar on the mind. Like that was the reason they wanted the hundo. They want a hundo of any Pokemon, right? Any Community Day. Yeah, of course, get the hundo. But because of Mega Tyranitar, they were like, no, I need the hundo. So you're absolutely right about that. But no, it was a lot of fun. At one point I was walking down, it's kind of like by Broadway, and we heard like a argument in the Wendy's.
Oh, you were saying you're talking about this on our Monday night Zoom call.
There's like I don't know. I heard two people like getting into it. So I grabbed my son. I'm like, we need to get around this corner pronto. Like, you know, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't want the dude pulling out a gun or anything like that, right? But it was sketchy like that. So I hear like this guy arguing with the woman that works at Wendy's. He's going, get your man, right? And she's like, my man, come over here and kick your ass. That whole thing. Lo and behold, the man comes and just throws this dude in the street like a cartoon, and just like total world star, like in the middle of Community Day. It was dude. I love New York, man. It was like we were sitting there catching Larvitar. I may have used the opportunity to get a pretty good AR shot. I'm not releasing it on socials, but I did put it in our Discord server.
And what channel? What channel would that be under?
The Internet Uncensored channel. I put it in the right one. I was like, World Star. So funny. No, but New York is always a good time. Just absolute good vibes with OmniSec, and that group that he's developed, the Omni Squad. Man, they're just good people, and it's always a really fun time. So that was my Community Day Classic. I'd asked them what they thought of Noibat, and they were really excited, but they said that they were more hyped for Larvitar, but they're still hyped on Noibat. Now, just to follow up on that, you know, kind of discussion we had about what's more exciting, Larvitar or Noibat. So Pogo Milo UK did a poll, and he was like, what are you more excited for, Larvitar or Noibat? And Noibat won. So it's like, where I thought, our community was like Larvitar, his community was like Noibat. So I just thought that was an interesting juxtaposition of community sentiment. All right, Adam, let's, I guess before we take a break, let's talk primals. Let's talk Hoenn Tour. Let's talk the new stuff that they've announced. But Primal Reversion is coming to the game, which is going to be pretty cool. Did you watch the little snippet video? It reminds me of the old TCG commercials.
Yes.
Do you remember like when they would do animated TCG commercials? I get the same vibe here, which is really cool because it kind of has this cool continuity thing just with Pokemon marketing. So I really like that. But we knew primals were coming. Yeah. We knew primals were coming, but we didn't know how the mechanic was going to work. So this blog post they put out kind of details how it's going to work and how primal energy will work and all that kind of good stuff. So I'll read it right from the blog.
Can we just call it Mega Groudon and Mega Kyogre?
No, you have to say
different name.
You have to say Primal Reversion. You can't just say Primal either. You have to say Primal Reversion every time.
Yeah, it's got to go back. It's going back.
PR. But I'll read it right from the blog. It says, you can earn primal energy by defeating Primal Kyogre or Primal Groudon in a raid battle by completing specific research tasks.
Ooh, so research task.
just like Mega Energy, power up a Pokemon 5-10 times, whatever.
It'll probably like
be able
power
to-
up a Pokemon 25 times.
Yes. It says, after undergoing Primal Reversion, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon will stay in their primal form for 8 hours, just like Megas, after which they will return to their standard form. The more times you Pokemon undergoes Primal Reversion, the less Primal Energy will be used. So I'd imagine it's going to work exactly like the Mega system. Have Mega levels, you might have Primal Reversion levels, right? Do you think that it's going to take more Mega Energy or Primal Energy to do Primal Reversion than it would to normally do a Mega Evolve? Like Salamence was 300 Mega Energy. You definitely had to rate it twice. Well, you think that you're going to have to do
it'll probably
three?
be 3. Yeah, it'll probably be 300. Unless
do you
they want to
think
go
that's
crazy
too
and say
much?
500, like it's a special.
But 300 you can
it's
do in
like,
2 raids.
Is this like Primal Reversion, quote unquote? Is this something that is they want really special, or is it something that
functionally, they're better than Megas, and they give. When I read these details, I was like, all right, this is actually really good. So here are the bonuses. We know we have Mega bonuses when we Mega Evolve. It buffs that type of that Pokemon. It'll buff the attacks, which is great. But the Primal Reversions do more. So it says you'll receive bonuses when Kyogre or Groudon reverts to its primal form. When Primal Kyogre is in your party, so it has to be in your party, Water, Electric, and Bug type attacks will benefit from attack bonuses. So 3 types. When Primal Kyogre is your buddy, Water, Electric, and Bug type will now grant additional XP and candy. So
if it's raining,
3 types.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're buffing 3 types. So, obviously Kyogre's water, but 3 types there. Now, when Primal Groudon is in your party, Fire, Grass, and Ground will get the buff. Same thing when it's your buddy, will grant you extra XP and candy. It says Kyogre and Groudon's primal level will increase the more times you revert it to its primal form. We know that. And you can see
Similar
the primal
to the
level
Mega
and the
Evolves.
bonuses just like Megas. And I think they did say that there will be like a different Pokedex little icon for them. Did they say that? I don't know.
Remember.
But it'll be somewhere in there. Yeah, right here. New Pokedex category. The Pokedex category for Mega Pokemon will be updated to include Pokemon that have underground Primal Reversion. Oh, so they're just adding it to the Mega. All right, and like they said previously, this all the stuff is starting at Vegas, at Hoenn Tour Vegas. So that'll be when these things happen. Oh, and they know their special primal moves. Origin Pulse for Kyogre and Precipice Blade for Groudon. So they're finally learning their signature moves, which is pretty fire. Origin Pulse, 130 power, 130 powered battles and raids. Precipice Blade, same thing, 130, 130. We still don't know for sure if we're going to be able to remote raid the Vegas Kyogre Groudon raids. We know for sure.
I would doubt it.
Well, we know for sure
doubt
that we can't earn the primal energy. We know that we can't do Primal Reversion unless we're there, but can we still raid them and just catch a Kyogre at the end? You know what I mean? That's my question, because I need Kyogre XL so much. I would love an early shot to raid, because I'm not going to Vegas now, and we'll talk about that when you talk about your stuff. But I don't know. I hope we could at least raid them, because I want the XL. I want extra raids, and I still want to see the primals. I think that'd be cool. Are you still Mega Evolving at a decent clip, or are you kind of?
Whenever I realize that I haven't done it in a while.
Do you ever get embarrassed when you join a raid lobby and you're not Mega? No, I hate when that happens.
I definitely think about it, and I'm like, what is in the? But I've been using Salamence came up. It was Salamence and Charizard, but I only have so much Salamence Mega Energy. Yeah, so every time it'd be oh, you already used it yesterday, so it's gonna cost you 55 Mega Energy, and I'm I can wait till tomorrow, or I can wait till a couple of days.
Yeah, well that's why you gotta have a couple in rotation.
I could do that. Well, when you only have one hundo, I tend to favor the hundos. You know me.
Just don't do the hunt. Put more in there just for the point of it. just for the bonuses. Level it up and get bonuses. Anyway, but no, we'll talk about Hoenn Tour Vegas when we come back from the break. But I think that's enough news for now, Adam.
Yes.
And then
I agree.
we'll come back. We'll talk about Crackling Voltage. We'll talk about the new Hoenn Tour information. We'll talk about your topic of the week. And then we'll get the F up out of here. How's that sound?
Sounds fabulous.
All right, we'll be back right after this. And we're back. Thank you for that break.
No, thank you.
I had a delicious sip of Bowl and Basket spring water.
I had some filtered water.
That's the ShopRite brand. You know about ShopRite? It's Jersey's supermarket.
I've gone there once.
It's good. All right. Little housekeeping before the ass of the show. This podcast is powered by you, the listener. And you can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. And you can support the show for as little as $1, and that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord. It's a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. That $1 will also go to support all the shows on the Pokemon Professor Network. Special conditions, got to watch them all, Waste Spotters and Lured Up. So you're helping a lot of shows. We could use that quarter. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly PGO and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord. We hope to see you there. Huge thanks to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Austin Zard, The Cole, Sue, Big Zah Minus, Halted Counselor, Grant, DJ Wonderbread, Mythical Hitch, Jamal, and Tish. And shout out to our newest patrons, Chris and Sean. Thank you so much for joining. It's been good to see you in the Discord. And special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bhatt. Paul Bhatt the Rock! Holding us down for years.
Years.
One of our longest.
I literally don't remember a time where he wasn't the...
He's one of our longest standing patrons and has been holding down the executive producer spot for so long. Thank you so much, Paul. And make sure you check out Pokemon Professor for links to everywhere you can connect with us, grab merch, leave us a review, all that great fun stuff. All right, Adam.
Now, well, Ken, hang on one second. We talk about the Monday Zoom call a lot. But how do folks that join the Patreon, because they go to patreon.com/Pokemon Professor?
Right.
So how do they get to the Monday Patreon Zoom?
The Discord is pretty well organized. We've got a bunch of channels for everything. There's a Monday night patron Zoom channel that has become one of the more active channels in our entire Discord.
Yes.
And I would say we have 10 regulars, right, that are like regulars every week. They are always there. It's amazing. And those 10 have kind of taken up residence in this patron Zoom channel, and we post so much stuff there. But that's the channel that you would go to. The link is pinned in there.
That's under the general tab.
Yep, under the general tab. And we'll always give a heads up, hey, we're going to be live in an hour, live in a half an hour, that kind of thing, and share the link. And that's it. You jump in, and boom, you're in the Discord, and you're in the Zoom, and then that's all. So it's real easy to get to it. But that's a good point. Yes, the link to our patron Zoom call is in the Discord. Now, for whatever reason, if you become a patron and you don't use Discord and you still want the link to the Zoom, just send me a message on Patreon and I'll hook you up. Let's talk about Crackling Voltage, the new event that is coming to Pokemon Go. It wasn't Crackling Thunder. That was the first take I did on that. I called it Crackling Thunder. It's Crackling Voltage, Ken. I love the key art on this. It's a fantastic picture.
That's okay.
Of Tapu Koko. What? Look how fucking cool he looks. So great.
That's okay.
I'll read it right from the release. Trainers, things are about to get electric with Crackling Voltage event. Electric-type Pokemon, yes, will appear more frequently in the wild, and trainers will look forward to the legendary Pokemon Tapu Koko, a guardian deity of the Alola region, returning the 5-star raids. And for the first time, Pokemon Go, you'll be able to encounter shiny Helioptile and shiny Tapu Koko if you're lucky. The if you're lucky comes back.
Will you be lucky? Let us know in the comments.
We have also received reports that Team Go Rocket might try to spark some trouble with new shadow Pokemon soon. Stay alert, trainers. All right.
Oh, I can't wait for them to bring back Delibird.
Yeah, never. Crackling Voltage will be Friday, January 27th at 10 a.m. to Sunday, February 5th at 11:59 p.m. Goes all the way towards midnight. So we've got a decent amount of time here. So by the time you hear this podcast, this event will be running. Wild Encounters. Now, I thought that this encounter pool was very interesting. It's a pretty weird mix of Pokemon considering this is an electric event, right? Is it an electric event?
Yes.
All right. Ekans, Magnemite, Grimer, Electrike, Stunky, Blitzel, Ferroseed, Helioptile, and Grubbin. So why are Pokemon like Ekans and Grimer and Stunky in there, Adam? Do you have a clue?
Nope.
Because Team Go Rocket's around, Adam. Because Team Go Rocket is around.
Oh, because they're around.
So, yes. Some trainers might even encounter the following: Beldum and Dedenne. Didn't you just say you were waiting for some Beldum spawns?
No, I was saying that Beldum they're going to keep under lock and key because it's a desired Pokemon, just like Tyranitar was. And there's a Mega Metagross. So,
I know.
No.
I hope there's a good amount of Beldum here. Dedenne has been a fun chase. I do not have the shiny, but I know it's just like a fun one-and-done kind of thing. I think this has been a fun chase for people. 1-star raids: Alolan Grimer, Shinx, Bronzor, Clink, Helioptile. 3-star
Send me
Venomoth,
those Helioptiles.
Galarian Weezing in 3-star raids. This is always a fun one. Jolteon and Mawile. And 5-star raids, we have Tapu Koko and Registeel, with Tapu Koko being the 25th through the 1st, and Registeel being the 1st through the 8th. Mega raids: Mega Gengar and Mega Aerodactyl. Same schedule as the others. 25th through the 1st, 1st through the 8th. First Mega Gengar, then Mega Aerodactyl. There's also eggs: Alolan Sandshrew, Skarmory, Blitzel, Stunfisk, Galarian Stunfisk, Helioptile, and Dedenne in 7Ks.
This makes me angry. Why do we still not have shiny? This should have been shiny Stunfisk's release.
Regular old.
Why do we have the Galarian one and not the normal one?
Is 3 new shinies? That's too many?
No,
for
but to be honest, I didn't need Helioptile to be shiny.
Oh, so you're saying
in
lieu of?
Yeah, they could have saved that and given us Stunfisk.
Yeah, I could see Stunfisk being here more so.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, why do I have one that can be shiny and not the other? I have 2 in eggs. Like, if I hatch all 9 eggs and 6 of them are regular Stunfisk, I'll be like,
and it can't be shiny.
They can't be shiny. But then you hatch 3 of the Galarian ones. They could be shiny, but they're not. Then that's a real big feels bad moment.
Galarian Stunfisk is a good shiny though. It's like a weird doo-doo color. I like it.
Yeah.
It's nice. Field research also, Helioptile here as well. So a lot of chances to get that, along with Voltorb, Hisuian, Voltorb, Plusle, Minun. Who wants that? In Emolga. But here's the little line in the event. There is also a Team Go Rocket takeover, which this is like what PvP players wait for. This is always a fun special research, so I always look forward to this. But from Wednesday, February 1st to Sunday, February 5th, so remember this event kind of has a lot of different start and end dates, between the event itself running to the 5th, these raid bosses going to the 8th. So just be aware of when the start and end dates are. Team Go Rocket is from the 1st to the 5th. Shadow Registeel will be used by Giovanni. This is pretty cool.
That is pretty
legendary.
Cool. I will say that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So very, very cool chase here. A lot of people that banked their Super Rocket radars previously may cash them in here. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a cool Pokemon. So as normal, event bonuses are Team Go Rocket will appear more frequently, and you could use a Charge TM to help a Shadow Pokemon forget the charged attack frustration. Adam, you usually forget.
I haven't caught any Shadow that I'm like holding on to at all. I just trash them. I transfer them. Because
we agreed last week to fully power up to level 50 a Shadow Tyranitar that you agreed
I didn't agree to that.
That's the one you need to use a Charge TM on.
No, I didn't agree to that.
Actually, no. The most Adam thing ever is I would finally get him to agree to do a level 50 Tyranitar Shadow, and it would still have frustration on it. That would be the most Adam thing ever.
It would be very frustrating.
It would. New Shadow Pokemon for Grunts, not limited to, but Shadow Alolan Vulpix, Shadow Spoink, Shadow Blitzel, Shadow Joltik, and more. Coming to the grunt rotation, so we'll have to pay attention to that. Eggs hatching from 12Ks. All right. 12Ks. Difficult egg to get. Takes a lot of work. The first Pokemon they say is Larvitar.
Ooh, buddy.
Take fucking Larvitar out of this pool.
We just had a community day.
Why would they put that here? I don't like it. Larvitar should not be in here, but it is. That sucks.
You know what else
Absol,
shouldn't be in here? Deino. We just had a Deino.
Deino.
Well, we just had an event where that was like everywhere. I don't even...
Deino.
Deino.
Larvitar, Absol, Skorupi, Sandile, Scraggy, Pawniard, Vullaby, Dino, Pancham, Skrelp, and Salandit. Does Skrelp need to be in here? No Skrelp. It should be all Salandit.
It should be all Sandile.
Just one Salandit. That's the only Pokemon that should be here.
No, I think Absol needs its glasses back.
Yep, and there will be field research task awarding a mysterious component. That's cool. They've done this before. So I do like that. So set your calendar, mark your calendars, use your charged TMs, get rid of frustration, find Giovanni. This is going to be a pretty good event. I think this is really cool. I have a hundo Tapu Koko. So I will definitely be farming this a little bit for some Candy XL because I want to power that sucker up. I also have a couple Mega Level 3 Gengars, so I might as well continue to power those up. And I just think this is going to be a pretty comprehensive and good event. Is there anything here that really catches your eye that you're going to focus on? Like, what are you going for here?
Nothing in the Team Rocket thing.
Really?
Field research tasks for Emolga. I would like Emolga. But chances are I'll just get Voltorbs. Kanto form. But it is nice that Heal Up tile's in there as well. I could use both of those. Every
category. Eggs, actually, eggs, research, honestly. Raids, and in the wild.
It's nice that they did not
gate
it behind an egg.
Yeah,
or raids. But I am going to do as many Heliop tile raids. I am looking for Blitzel. That's the shiny that I do not have.
Okay.
I think that's the only one that I'm going after as far as like the shiny hunt. I have not physically caught a Magnemite by myself. I got traded one for MD Raber.
A Magnemite? Like a wild Magnemite?
Yeah, I just haven't seen one. Like I haven't personally caught one. That's the one shiny I traded to get.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'll be going after Galarian Weezing. I just love that Pokemon to death. So I'll definitely be going after Galarian Weezing. I'll definitely be farming Tapu Koko. Registeel is a good PvP Pokemon. You know, they're good Pokemon to have on hand to kind of trade around with and all that good stuff. So I'll probably do a shitload of those. I do have a Hundo Aerodactyl that I Mega. So I need XL pretty much all throughout this event. So I'll be doing a lot of that and I'll be doing a lot of trading. Team Go Rocket, I'll definitely... I didn't give a fuck when I had the double Super Rocket Radars when Latias was here and the Mega Latias was here. I did 2 Latias because I purified one. I was like, I want one of everything. So I was like, I'll just fucking purify this. I have to get it out of my inventory. So, but no, I'm excited for Shadow Registeel. I think that's really cool. Good event. I think it's a good event, Adam. I don't know what you think. Good, bad? Thumbs up, thumbs down?
I think it will be a good event. It'll be a well-received event because the Chase Shiny is everywhere. Period.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, well, it really plays to the different play styles. So if you're into hatching eggs, you can chase it. If you're into wild catches, you can chase it. You know, if you want to do raids, you can chase it. I like that. I agree with you. One more thing before we kind of get into your conversation here, Adam, and that I think this kind of leads into it, is the updates to Hoenn Tour Vegas. Now, we're going to talk about Vegas. It is a major event in the game. Obviously, not a lot of people are going to be able to experience this in person. The event did completely sell out last week. So they have reached their ticket limit. And I'd imagine that on top of people that bought tickets, there will be just a lot of people traveling to the Vegas area for this event. So, so I think this is going to be, it's really cool when you see this kind of like, I don't know, tourist impact, and you hear all, the chatter of people traveling and all that stuff. It's just good because it puts a positive light on the game that it can draw for communities and draw for towns, and makes the towns want to get involved, makes the governments want to get involved. So it's all a good thing. I really like that. So some updates came out to the Hoenn Tour Vegas blog, but the problem being, when you look at the blog, it doesn't isolate what was new. It just added information sporadically through the blog. So there was no way to really know what was new if you really weren't studying the previous information. So we're going to look to GoHub, because GoHub did a nice job of taking all of the new information and putting it in one spot, because it's scattered through that, that big blog over on PokemonGoLive.com. So all this is exclusive to the live experience in Vegas. There is one thing I think that will carry over to the global one, but all this stuff is for people physically going to Vegas. Exclusive live experiences, it says legendary encounters. If you take a snapshot of Latios, if you have the Sapphire badge, or Latios, if you have the Ruby badge, in the wild, to earn another encounter with Latios and Latios. So it's like a free legendary, not free, but free legendary encounter. If you have Latios, take a snapshot, boom, you see another one. Go snapshot encounters, Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, all can be shiny. That's not terribly crazy. Timed research, go for a spin. Complete timed research encounters with the spot Pokemon Spinda. Spinda is usually only available with the Make 5 great curveball throws. How annoying is that task to you? Can you generally hit 5 greats in a row?
Generally hit them. Honestly, it's one of those, you just have to choose the Pokemon that you go after, and I usually give them a Nana Berry, and it's usually like Pikachu's or
a Venonat.
Yeah, something that I know.
A Whalmer.
Yeah, something that I know is like close up, and I can get the great really easy.
Dude, I've gotten stumped on this fucking task.
Yeah, sometimes
before.
You're going so fast that you forget.
The fifth one. It's always on the fifth one. It's just like, oh, a Weedle. I can do this. I'm good at this game.
Yeah, because you're going so fast that you just forget sometimes, and that's what usually gets me.
New costume Pokemon, Adam. Are you excited?
No, I could care less.
Pikachu wearing Brendan's hat or May's bow. I think that's a pretty cool tie-in. Brendan and May are rivals in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. That's pretty cool. Wild spawns, there's nothing terribly crazy in here. Nose Pass, Aaron, Numel, Baltoy. But there's different...
Nincada.
Well, there's physical habitats like there was in GoFest. I don't know how the habitats are going to be represented at the actual park in Vegas. Like at Seattle for GoFest, there was some decorations in the habitats, but the habitats were more widespread than, say, like the Chicago GoFest, where it was like, walk up on this volcano. It was more spread out.
Yeah, you had to climb in it to get the spawns.
Yeah, right. But you have Blistering Sands, Verdant Earth, Eerie Mists, and Ancient Shores, the 4 habitats at Hoenn Tour, which is really cool. Beldum is spawning in one of these, Adam. But there is some cool spawns throughout all this, but nothing too crazy. But like,
yeah, I think the coolest things from each. So you've got Blistering Sands. My number one pick would be Nincada.
Bagon for me.
Okay. Verdant Earth, I would say Shroomish.
I would say Skitty. I need that shiny so bad.
Okay, and then Eerie Mist. Surskit?
Beldum.
Is that one being released as a shiny? Is that the new shiny? Because that's never been shiny.
Hasn't?
No.
Surskit's got a shiny logo.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's supposed to be shiny, but if it is, I mean, I would assume that they're releasing all the shinies for...
Oh, they're all shiny. It's fucking Hoenn Tour.
Yes.
They're all shiny.
Okay, so
yeah, they're all shiny.
Surskit is the one to go for because it's not out. It's new. But technically, Chimecho is the best because that is the extra Stardust and rare to get anyways.
Yep. I still don't have Shiny Love Disc after all these fucking Valentine's events and everything.
Gosh.
Still do not have Shiny Love Disc.
And then from Ancient Shores, I want to say Barboach is probably the one to go after because it's rare. But Clamperl,
I need that Corphish.
Clamperl is the ideal because a lot of people
Split forms.
I've seen.
Do you remember Reversal's video?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
He did like 7 Gorbis in a row with shiny Clamperl. He's like, God damn it! That was a great video. I remember that shit. Shout to Reversal. All right, next, Ruby versus Sapphire Challenge. This is pretty cool. As Earth and Sea clash, you'll have to pick a side. All trainers will need to pick between a Ruby and Sapphire badge. The team you pick will shape your Pokemon encounters. Trainers who attend Las Vegas in person will pick their badge in Vegas, and it will carry over to the global event. So, the global event, you'll also choose Ruby or Sapphire. Right out of the gate, you have a preference? Did you have a preference when you played the games? I played Ruby.
I believe that I had Sapphire.
So, so is that what we're doing? I'll do Ruby, you do Sapphire?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, cool. Each hour, you'll be able to complete special field research tasks to help your team. Depending on which team completes more research, the trainers will see increased primal raids for either Groudon or Kyogre. So you're competing against the other team for more spawns of Kyogre or Groudon. I love the concept. It's super cool. Primal Surge. So I guess this will happen if you choose the Sapphire badge.
No, I think that's probably if they win.
Or if they win?
That's what I would think. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, you're right. Increased primal raids for either Primal Groudon or Kyogre, plus an increased chance of encountering certain wild Pokemon. So for Kyogre, it's Minun, Illumise, Wailmer, Lunatone, and Rainy Castform. And if Groudon wins, Plusle, Volbeat, Trapinch, Solrock, and Sunny Castform.
See, I think this is a play because Rainy Castform is already out as a shiny, but the Sunny one isn't. So I think...
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Is it?
Didn't they release that?
I don't think so.
Done did that. Las Vegas Hoenn Tour throughout the city of Las Vegas. So now this is in the city, not just in Sunset Park. Trainers with both tickets and without tickets will be able to experience event-specific raids during event hours. Trainers with a ticket can also enjoy event-specific eggs and wild Pokemon encounters during event hours on their ticketed day. Now here's where it gets kind of cool. A coded quest, and it shows this really weird image of like colored dots, almost looks like a light bright.
It looks like Reggie's, like the Reggie eyes.
Ooh, all right, Adam. Secret codes will be hidden throughout Sunset Park.
That's literally Reggie Rock, Reggie Ice, and Reggie Steel.
Secret codes will be hidden throughout Sunset Park in Las Vegas. It's secret. Find them to earn a chance of encounters with certain legendary Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a secret, Adam. Pokemon storage and item bag capacity will increase. You did. You jumped the gun. You jumped the shark. Pokemon storage and item bag capacity will be increased, but by 50.
Ooh.
50 each. So you only have to spend $4 instead of $20. It's an upgrade. And here, I get excited about this.
New music.
Listen, you can look forward to new pieces of featured music inspired by Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. These pieces were created by Junichi Masuda, Pokemon video game series composer and chief creative fellow of the Pokemon Company.
Wow.
Masuda music. That's awesome.
Very excited.
That's so great. Super cool. I am excited for Primal Reversion. I'm sad I can't go to Vegas. Now, Adam, what's your deal with Vegas?
It doesn't feel like a normal event. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't feel like Go Fest. It doesn't feel like a Safari Zone. I know. So it doesn't feel as important, if you will, because these events have happened over weekends in the past. And there hasn't been something that's like, oh, I'm going to go over here to do this. It's just go out and play during the event. So I don't think that I'm missing anything. Now, the fear of missing out, like, it doesn't bother me. I can wait for the primals. I don't need extra encounters with Latios and Latios. I don't need Hat Pikachu and gosh.
I need those.
Okay, I don't need those. I don't need any of the 3 starters. I have hundos of all 3, which have all mega evolved. I already have a shiny Spinda, so that doesn't entice me. and then all of the it'd be cool to see the physical habitats, but that's it. I mean, we already see these wild Pokemon, so I know eventually they'll just be in the wild, and I'll be able to catch them.
All right, but do you think that GO Tours have a place?
Yes.
Is it?
But I don't think that they should necessarily be like, hey, come to this location.
Well, how else would you have an event if you're look?
I don't know.
So, look, when they do Safari Zones, they're in 3 places in the world. When they do Go Fest, there's Go Fest in a couple places in the world. When they do Hoenn Tour or whatever, it's in one spot. So I think that alone makes this a special event because there's only one. There isn't one in the APAC region or in the European region.
Yeah, I know. And
it's just here.
It just feels bad. They're pushing the whole pick a side, first off.
Right.
And then they're like,
but you're going to have to do that in the global version too.
It'll carry over. So they want you to do that, and they want you to do it again.
Well,
to have
you're
both.
Telling me that if I was going to Vegas and I enjoyed and played the hell out of the Vegas event, I'd still be hyped as hell to do the global event. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, it's I'm not going to cry that I don't have a medal. You know what I mean? That doesn't bother me.
No, I mean, the fear of missing out for me is the experience of being with the other creators, being with the community members, partying like a madman at night, all the social aspect of travel and being with friends and being with the creative community. I'm bummed out to all hell because of that. So, with Go Fest and, some of this community day stuff, Niantic has hooked us up for a lot, when we went to Los Angeles. Niantic takes care of us. They flew us out. They put us up in hotels. All that shit was taken care for us for Go Fest and for Los Angeles. But we don't have, nor did anyone get that kind of travel support for Vegas, which is a bummer because, we're starving artists over here. We're podcasters. Damn it. That's what I was saying. It's if we got into podcasts to make money, we made a really bad decision. So it's very difficult to be able to swing these things. So it's I'm really bummed out about not being able to be with the people. The gameplay,
I feel that.
I very much so will be what's the worst that could happen? I have to wait a week. You know what I mean? It's it's fine. But it's the people that I miss. It's the people and the experiences of having all the creators together. When we were in Seattle and we had, 40 of the world's top Pokemon Go creators in one room together, it was that was some magical shit. That was incredible.
It felt
and I know
amazing.
a lot of people are traveling to the Vegas event, a lot of creators, and it's I really desire their company because they're very smart, they're very intelligent, they have a lot of experience, and I want to learn. So it's I really will miss that part of it. And then just being with the people and having fun and going crazy and stuff like that. I missed the hell out of that. So, but we'll see how it goes. I hope the people that are going have a really good time. I think it's going to be a really fun event. I hope they do a good job with the habitats. We'll have to see. But Adam, that's a show. We did it.
That is a show. We did do it.
But all right, everybody, thank you so much for checking out the show. We really do appreciate it. Let's continue the conversation on cheating. It is still going on Twitter. That's been really good, so make sure you check that out. Special Conditions Podcast now has its own Twitter account. Link is in our Pokemon Professor Network, Twitter, and all that good stuff, so make sure you check them out. And other than that, Adam, I truly believe that is it. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.